Hey guys, welcome back. On this episode, we're gonna do a Christmas special, okay? So we're gonna do a braised short rib. It's gonna have red wine, some garlic. It's gonna be really, really awesome. We're also gonna have a scalloped potato. It's gonna be a classic recipe. Stay tuned, guys. This is a good one. You do not wanna miss it. Short ribs. So these are just from Costco. These are actually prime short ribs. We're also gonna be doing carrots, celery, onions. So this right here, this is just, this is thyme. So a good little tip is just to tie it up with some butcher twine. That helps a lot because then it won't go anywhere. We're gonna make a little bow because it's Christmas. Boom. And then for the garlic, we're actually just gonna cut it right down the middle. All right, the first thing we wanna do is we're gonna actually sear off the short ribs. One, we're gonna put some color on them because that's really the only time we're gonna have color in it. Just gonna add a little bit of oil. All right, cool. You don't wanna crowd the pan because then it's gonna have too much moisture. It's not gonna actually brown. So this is about, 4 of them. I'm gonna do 2 at one time. This has been going on for really just a little bit, maybe a couple minutes, right? Hot pan means a good sear. So check this out. Look at that, that's perfect, beautiful, okay? You guys, we're really cooking here, okay? All right, perfect. So those short ribs look nice. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the garlic, cut side down. Just gonna toss it in there. Again, we're not gonna actually eat this garlic. We're just using it for just flavor. So that one's gonna cut side down as well. Perfect. So now we're gonna add our onions, celery, carrots. So today we are using Alexander Valley Vineyards. I don't know who you are. I just saw you in the store. You were the cheapest one I could find. So it's a Merlot. So you want to find a nice dry wine. If you guys don't have one of these, it's pretty cool.
It's a rabbit.
Yeah, it is a rabbit. Not the toy, just, you know what I mean. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And what we're going to do, start coating everything. All right, guys, now we're going to deglaze with some red wine. About 2 cups, roughly half a bottle. There we go. So this has been going on for about a couple minutes. We've scraped off all the edges of the inside because there's gonna be little brown bits, little black bits. Don't worry, that's all gonna dissolve, it's all flavor. 2 cups of beef broth. We're gonna get our thyme in there, okay? So this is the beef, it's just been sitting. I seared it so well, you guys, there's not even really any juice. Just gonna nestle it in. Short ribs are so good, you guys. And you can also do this, with tri-tip steaks that you see in Costco. Nothing wrong with that. I got all the liquid bubbling because I want it to start simmering immediately in the oven. So let's see what we got here. Put it like that, and let's go ahead and put this in the oven. Okay, now for scalloped potatoes. You guys ever had those before? Those are naughty, okay? They're really, really good. So I have russet potatoes, okay? I'm just gonna finish peeling this one. Ooh, that's a nasty piece. Let's go ahead and cut that out. Okay, so potatoes are all peeled, but now we need to slice them. We're just gonna go ahead and take a potato. And start slicing it. The butter's melting. We're gonna add now medium high. Cool. Now we're gonna add our onions. We're gonna add those to the pot. So we're gonna cook this now for about 5 minutes, you guys. until it's nice and soft. So that is what you want the onions to look like. Next, we're gonna add our garlic. We're gonna cook that for about a minute. And this is actually about 3 cloves of garlic. So once that gets flavorful, ooh, can't wait guys. We're gonna be adding some stuff in here. A 1/4 cup of flour. We're gonna pop that in there. It's very important to stay hydrated during this whole process.
Why is that?
One, because if you're drinking too much alcohol towards the festivities, you will possibly pass out. And you'll have a hangover, it'd be all bad. All right, now we're gonna add about a cup of chicken stock. That's gonna get really thick. Now we're gonna add our milk, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. We're gonna go ahead and butter this pan. Keep the potatoes from sticking on the bottom. We're gonna take these down and we're just gonna start layering and layering. So we're gonna take a little bit of the Parmesan cheese. We're also gonna be doing a little bit of the thyme. Cheese sauce is gonna go in now. We're gonna do about 1/2 of it. All right, I'm just gonna pour this over so you guys can see that. Oh, that's so good. We're gonna add a little bit of our thyme. Last bit of thyme, that is. Oh, this looks so good. Okay. More Parmesan cheese for a nice top coat. Now you guys might have had this before, I know you have somewhere. But this is pretty classic right here. All right, the oven is at 350 degrees. So we are actually gonna bake this off for about an hour. A 1/2 an hour covered, and then a 1/2 an hour uncovered. And like the last 2 minutes, we're gonna broil it and just get the top all golden brown. So let's go ahead and put that in the oven. How we doing?
We're good.
Okay. You guys, we went to a different place. One, because we were watching a movie, it's Christmas. But I wanna show you what we've done. So first things first, I made some homemade, they're not really homemade, they're more of like frozen balls of dough, and you just bake them. So we also have this right here. The potatoes came out, guys. Potatoes came out, they look delicious. And then now we have the short ribs. Short ribs are ready to go. So now we're gonna actually take it out. It's gonna be pretty tender. Oop, it's falling apart. That's what you want though. So we're gonna quickly take this out because this prime short rib is all done. All right guys, so what we're gonna do is now we're gonna strain out this liquid. Okay. So now we're gonna pour this in here. There's some fat in here that we're gonna pour in. We're gonna let that sit for a second, and then if you can see all the fat that was from the actual beef. Let's go ahead and take out some of these dinner rolls. Look at that. That's a perfect dinner roll. So this is how I like to do it, you guys. Okay. Ooh, it's perfect. So I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to that while it gets nice and hot and warm. Okay, so that's gonna be right there. All right, look at that. Wow. Okay, that's perfect. Maybe a little extra right there. Okay, take something like this, okay? And this is actually just tender. Whoa, look at that. Just shredding, and it's still hot. Gotta have a little bit of green, guys, just a little bit. Perfect. Lastly, we have our gravy, which I will top the meat onto. And maybe a little bit right there for Christmas, right? That's kind of the thing. All right. So let me try the potatoes here. Let's see how good these are gonna be with the gravy. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try the meat now. That reminds me of Christmas. Lastly, these little dinner rolls. Home run. Home run, guys. If you guys like what you see, hit the subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys.